So, it's been very interesting so far. Everyone's been extremely helpful.
Any pieces of the jigsaw still missing?
Excuse me?
With this place, the bits are all fitting together, are they?
Well, I'd be lying if I said I couldn't see room for improvement, but nothing major, of course.
In my experience, nothing major has a funny way of turning into total restructuring. If we are going to go down that road, I'd rather know now.
All in good time, Chris. Now I can see you're busy. I'll let you get on with it. Oh, and by the way, big ups from your staff. Nothing but compliments all week. Obviously, you're doing something right.
Did you hear all that?
It's true. They all love you.
You've seen more of Riley than I have. Any idea what she's up to? You must have found out something.
I could tell you how she likes her coffee. A trim milk latte with artificial sweetener or a soy chai.
Thank you, Libby. That's very helpful.
Look, the woman is a closed book. I've tried. Believe me.
Well, try harder. Seriously, I want you to be my eyes and ears around this place. And the minute you find something out, I want to hear about it.
A half-size soy chai latte as you requested, or I could get you a normal latte.
No, that's fine. Thanks, Libby.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, I'm going to have my head down on this report for a couple of hours. Oh, God, I hope I can read my own notes.
Oh, that is where a good PA comes in. I am an expert at deciphering Chris's scrawl.
People are an organization's greatest asset.
But it's the leaders that make all the difference. We must have read the same book.
We must have.
So, is that what last week was all about? Looking for leadership potential?
Well, every organization has its share of power players. It's just a matter of making sure the natural leaders actually get to lead. Doesn't always work that way.
But management and leadership aren't the same thing, are they? You manage things and you lead people.
Managers set goals, leaders have vision.
And a successful organization finds a happy balance between the two.
And you just need performance technicians to complete the triangle.
Of course.
I know they're here somewhere. Just gotta dig a little deeper to find them.
So who's top of the class then?
What?
These leaders of the future, who are they?
It's not for me to say. Not yet, anyway.
Of course, right, got it. None of my business. Don't let your chai get cold.
Yeah, it happened to me once. Busy intersection downtown. A mad woman rear-ended me. She swore black and blue it was my fault because I stopped at an orange light. What was I thinking? If it's any consolation, Mrs. Watson came off worse than you did.
Good. Stupid cow shouldn't be driving.
Okay, just hold still for me, please, Ruth. That's it.
I'm sorry. It's okay. It's perfectly normal to be upset. You've had a nasty shock. It was an accident.
Of course it was.
I tried to swerve, but I lost hold of the wheel.
Look, you both walked away from it. It's the main thing.
Hey, it's all right.
You've had a nasty shock, haven't you?
It was like that before the accident.
Really?
That's probably why it happened. I couldn't get a decent grip.
And that's the story.
It's been hassling me for a while now, on and off.
Right, well, you need to see your GP.
I've seen every GP in the city, with every explanation from stress to writer's cramp.
Well, and you weren't convinced?
Oh, it's easy enough to blame stress, isn't it? We all have plenty of that these days.
When did it start?
Just after I had my youngest. He'll be a year next month.
Right, and none of the doctors have been able to do anything.
They all think it's in my head. He's one of them. And I'm sorry if he's a friend of yours, but he wasn't any better than the others.
More personnel reports? Where do you want them?
Just add them to the top of the pile, please.
Are you sure? You'd get through it faster if you let me help.
I'll manage.
I could write up some notes for you, put them in some kind of order.
I think I can live without the color coding. Thanks all the same. Hey, you know what? There is something you can do for me.
Anything.
Could you be a darling and pick up my dry cleaning for me, please?
Sure.
Oh, hey, and,
Yes?
one more of these wouldn't hurt me, would it?
Aren't you a little cutie?
It's starting to crawl already.
Oh, poor Maya.
Poor Maya, nothing. She's only got the most beautiful little baby in the world, isn't she? Isn't
Yes, you're very, very sure. Sorry, I'm being a baby hog.
No, it's fine.
Go on, you won't scare her.
Hello, cutie. Hello.
Oh, baby, it suits you.
Well, looks can be deceiving. Fran and I probably made a pretty picture once, and she's got all the maternal instincts of a brick.
Doesn't mean it runs in the family.
Jay seems to like you, and he's got very good taste.
I didn't know what to get first, the chai or the dry cleaning. I thought the most efficient use of my time would be to get them both on the same trip.
The dry cleaning could have waited, and if I'd known you were going to take that long with the chai, I would have ordered some food. Oh, I'm starving.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll just pop out and get some now.
Well, I'll hold the fort.
You do that. My bag. You know, I was thinking, while you're holding the fort here, would you mind doing a little bit of a research project for me?
Oh, I'd love to.
Excellent. Colonic irrigation.
I beg your pardon?
Colonic irrigation.
That's what I thought you said.
It's common practice in the U.S.
I know, very LA.
Well, just quietly, we're thinking of setting up a clinic here, fully subsidized by the hospital. New Zealand first, I believe.
I'd say so.
I'm sure you're on friendly terms with the internet. Just print out anything you think is relevant and leave it on my desk.
I'll get onto it straight away.
Good girl.
Hey, you're back.
Almost.
I suppose you needed the dosh.
Yeah, there is that. But I'm looking forward to it too.
Look like you miss your little bundle of joy like mad.
Little bundle of poop most of the time.
But you don't mind when it's your own, do you? I mean, that's what everyone says.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love him to bits, but I love him a little bit more when he learns to sleep through the night.
Must really take it out of you.
Yep, and you can forget any idea of a social life. I can't remember the last time I went to a bar. So don't take it personally if I end up hating you.
You're not regretting it, though, eh?
Oh, no. No, not at all. I knew that it wasn't going to be easy. Just didn't realise it was going to be so hard.
Firstly, I never called her a hypochondriac.
Not in so many words, maybe.
Secondly, she can't accuse me of jumping to conclusions. I ran blood tests for Huntington's, but they came back negative.
Yeah, and then it all got too hard, so you put it down to stress. The same thing she's heard from half a dozen other doctors.
Well, it's not my fault she didn't want to believe them.
Do you really think that's all it was?
Yes, I do. You've seen her once. She was in here 3 times, every time more wound up than the time before.
Well, things are a bit rough at home.
My husband's an alcoholic by the sounds of things, and I don't think there's much money coming in. I'd be stressed too.
That doesn't explain the hand tremor.
Doesn't it? Happens all the time, a physical manifestation of a psychological problem.
No, that's too easy.
No, it's too hard, you mean. See, if Ruth had accepted the diagnosis, she would have had to do something to change her home life, but she wasn't up for it. She wanted it to be something we could cut out or fix with pills, something medical she didn't have to take responsibility for.
It's a bit harsh.
I suggested counselling, but she wouldn't have a bar of it because she wasn't ready to admit what the real problem was. Why are you so interested anyway?
Well, I just feel sorry for her. It must be upsetting when there's something wrong with you and people don't take you seriously.
I did take her seriously, and I decided she was overstressed and paranoid. What more can I do?
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I am occasionally. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just tired and grumpy. Just ignore me. I have some information.
Excuse us. You don't have to be quite so Scooby-Doo about it all.
What if I told you that Riley was planning on setting up a colonic irrigation clinic here at the hospital?
You're joking.
No, she said it. I'm only reporting it.
Well, then her brain needs irrigating.
But it kind of fits, though, doesn't it? I mean, she's always going on about preventative health care and internal wellness and all the rest of it.
Thank you, Libby. That's very interesting.
What was all that about?
Oh, sorry.
Alice, you're still here. Did you find Craig?
Yeah, thanks.
We thought you must have.
What's that look for?
In for a big night, are we?
Oh, Mrs. Jeffries, what are you suggesting?
Oh, sure, she knows what I mean. A certain head of ED has just asked a certain junior admissions clerk to run out and buy flowers and cake.
And that doesn't happen every day, does it?
Sorry for spoiling the surprise, but we're just dying to know. Is it just a welcome home, or is there something else to celebrate, a birthday, etc.?
Etc.
What can I say? The man missed me like crazy.
Yes?
Colonic irrigation? Tell me you're not serious.
Oh, that didn't take long.
Sorry?
Oh, relax, it'll never happen. Libby just needed a little research project to keep her mind off of my report. She was very eager to help.
She's like that?
Eager to the point of being annoying. Why she would be so interested in my findings, I am not sure.
Would you like me to have a word with her?
Well, why don't I do that? Don't worry. I'll go easy on her. I'm sure she thought she was doing the right thing.
She's very loyal.
I don't doubt it. She'd do anything for you, that's obvious. She just needs a little, reining in. Am I right?
You could say that.
Leave her to me.
I just talked to Dr. Samuels.
What did he have to say for himself?
We went through your medical history.
His version of it, you mean?
Well, he's usually pretty onto it, but hey, we all make mistakes sometimes. I was thinking that I would like to run some more tests, if that's okay with you.
Well, if you think they'll help.
Well, there's a few other possible causes I don't think anyone's considered yet.
Well, I'm not going to say no, am I? Not after all the fuss I've been making.
Can I have a word, please?
Sure. Excuse me.
What is she still doing here? As far as I can tell, she could have been out the door an hour ago.
Something came up. She has a shaky hand. She's had it for ages. I was planning to do some tests.
Patch and dispatch, remember?
Yeah, but it might help
Look, if you're
explain
really worried about her, book her in to see a GP.
Ruth, we're a bit pushed today, but how are you placed later in the week?
I suppose I can manage an hour or so.
Excellent, because how does this sound? If you promise to come back, I'll do some research and see if I can't come up with a diagnosis.
One I haven't heard before, I hope.
Well, we'll see. You hang in there. How can I help you?
I have just had Chris Warner in my office stamping his feet about colonic irrigation, which is a little strange because it's not a subject we've discussed at all.
I might have said something in passing.
By my reckoning, it took you all of 10 minutes to track him down and give him the news. I underestimated you.
I'm sorry, I just get excited and words just come out my mouth.
Well, here's me thinking Chris asked you to spy on me. Either he's paranoid or I am. Which is it? Relax. Look, I'm not going to ask you to rat on the boss. You're far too loyal for that, aren't you?
I try to be.
It's one of your good qualities. One of many. If only you'd start putting those qualities to better use.
What do you mean?
Stop treating me like the enemy. I'm anything but.
Oh,
Look, you could go far, Libby. But just between you and me, I'm not sure Chris is the man to help you get there.
Thank you, but I'm happy where I am.
You are now, yes. But a bright girl like you needs to be looking to the future. I mean, there must be a 5-year plan. Personal assistant forever? Can't see it, Libby. Not if you play your cards right.
Hi, I'm home.
Hi.
What have you done now?
I just nicked the tip of my finger.
You really didn't have to cook, you know.
I said I was going to. It's nothing fancy, just a stir fry.
Perfect. And I bought a bottle of grape juice, just in case there's something to toast.
I think I might need that plaster after all.
Right here. I'll do it. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be here.
How good? Or am I not supposed to ask questions like that?
Oh, I'm just thinking about dinner, that's all.
Look, dinner can wait, okay? I can't.
Right.
I've waited long enough, don't you think? Shall I repeat the question for you?
Craig, you've known me forever, you know what I'm like. I never thought I'd get married to anyone.
Let alone an old geezer like me.
That's not what I meant.
Will you marry me or not? That's all I want to hear.
What the hell? Let's do it.
George Lee examines the big issues affecting